Sir, hello.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, I'm in the correct session, sir. So can you check my attendance? So my name is Shadin Shankar.
Okay.
So I need to check whether I'm in the correct class or not.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Thank
You
you,
are
sir.
you are in section 3.
Yes, sir. I am CSE 4. I belong to.
No, no, no. You are in section 3 for bridge course, no?
Ah, yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay. No problem. So should I start or should I wait for 3 or 4 minutes? So what you have done in last lecture? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what you have learned in last lecture? There were some definitions. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir, you are double. And sir,
Yes, sir, you
sorry,
are
I didn't
audible.
attend that
Same
lecture
here. I also
because of
didn't
some
attend the
issues.
class. We have joined
Yeah,
the section 2.
no problem, no problem. So yesterday we have done some definitions only. So you can do it, you can cover yourself. There will not be any problem. And if you feel there is some problem, you can discuss with me. I have uploaded the PPT on MS Team also. So you can check the file section in MS Team. You will get the PPT of yesterday lecture. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, we didn't get our attendance on Amazon.
Yeah. There was some issue regarding the attendance because most of the students have joined in some different section. So we are combining all the attendance and then we'll put the attendance.
Okay, sir.
So if you have attended in any other section also, then you will get the attendance. So it is
Okay, sir.
compiled on office and then they will send to us and then we'll mark the attendance. So today you will get the attendance.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we should wait for 5:15 and then we'll start. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, Kapoor, yes, please.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, in the proficiency test which you gave earlier, some of
Yes.
the questions were misprinted or incomplete. Like question about tangents, in which this equation of symmetry is not
You are
fully
not
given.
audible. You are not audible properly. Please speak loudly.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sir, in the proficiency, I gave through the Amity assessments, there is some a few questions actually. Uh, there was a question about tangents in the equation of circular.
Your voice is cracking. I think your network is not okay, or there is some problem in your mic. I can understand it. There was some problem in proficiency test. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what was the problem?
Sir, there a few questions were actually incomplete, and there was a question about, I guess, tangents in which the equation of circle was not given.
Okay, okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so you should contact at that time to the coordinator.
Sir, I didn't know who the program leader or program leader was. I got 3 days back only who the program leader was.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
So should we start?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Okay. So is my screen is visible? PPT is visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
I'm sharing it again.
Sir, some of the people cannot able to enter into the class.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the problem? There are 26 members currently. There is no problem. So should we start? Is PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we start. Inverse of a
Yes, sir.
matrix, that is the main topic. But before we come to the inverse, we have to do some elementary operations. So we have three type of elementary operations. So elementary operations play an important role in many matrix algebra applications such as finding inverse of matrix, solving simultaneous linear equations, etc. So there are three kind of elementary matrices. operation. So we have to remember all these three operations. That is, first is interchange of two rows or column, or you can say interchanging any two rows or any two columns. So that is the first operation, right? Second is multiply each element in a row or a column by a non-zero number. So we can always multiply any row or any column by a non-zero number. That is operation number 2. You can say second elementary transformation. And the third is multiply a row or column by a non-zero number and add the result to another row or column. So we can always multiply any row or column by any number and then add to any other row or any other column. So these three elements, these three operations are elementary row operations or elementary column operations as we applied to row or column. So if these operations are performed on rows, they are called elementary row operation, and when they are performed on columns, they are called elementary column operations. So you have also done this in your math AM1 class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let A be a matrix with rows R1, R2, R3 up to Rm. So there are m rows. The following operation on A analogous to the elementary column operation are called elementary row operation. So row interchange, that is first operation, interchanging rows Ri and Rj. So we can always interchange Ri and Rj, and its notation is given by Ri interchange Rj. Second is row scaling. So replace Ri by Kri, that is multiplication of all the elements of any row, say Ri, by a scalar k which is not equal to 0. So it can be represented as Ri is Kri. And the third is row addition. Row addition, that means replace Rj by Kri plus Rj. So we can multiply any row by any scalar and then we can add these elements to the corresponding elements of any other row. So we'll get a new row, that is Rj. So it can be represented as Rj is Kri plus Rj. So that is the notation. So we can apply these operations to row as well as column. So if these are applied to any row, it is row operation, and if we apply to column, it is column operation. Now, while we applying these operation, what is actually it is? So performing elementary row operations, then what is going on, we have to understand this. So each type of elementary operation may be performed by a matrix multiplication. So using square matrices called elementary operations. Suppose you want to interchange rows 1 and 2 of matrix A. So we have taken a matrix A, here it is matrix A, and we want to change row 1 and row 2. So to accomplish this, you could pre-multiply A by E to produce B as shown below. So Ri interchange Rj, that is R1 interchange R2. To do this, what we can do, we can take a square matrix, that is identity matrix, and then we can interchange R1 interchange R2. So we interchange R1 interchange R2 in identity matrix of 2 by 2, we'll get this elementary matrix E. Now R1 interchange R2 means we are pre-multiplying this elementary matrix to the matrix A, and what we'll get if we pre-multiply, we get matrix multiplication is done as row by column. So if we do it row by column, we get 0 plus 2, 0 plus 4, 0 plus 6, and similarly in second row we get 0 plus 1, 0 plus 3, 0 plus 5. So we get R1 interchange R2 as 2, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5. So actually it is interchange of R1 and R2. But we are not interchanging directly. What we are doing, what actually is done is that we have taken identity matrix of size 2 by 2, that is 2 by 2, and that is 1 0 0 1, and then we have applied this operation R1 interchange R2 on this, so we get this matrix E, and pre-multiplying of this we get the required result as matrix B. So we get an equivalent matrix in which we have changed, or you can say interchanged, R1 and R2. So that is how it has been done. So here E is an elementary operator. It operates on A to produce the desired interchange in the row B. So what we would like to know, of course, is how to find E. Now, how to find E, that is explained here. To perform elementary row operation on A, that is M by N matrix. So we have taken the matrix A as M by N. Now take the following steps. So number one is to find E, the elementary row operator. Apply the operation on M by M identity matrix. So if order of A is M by N, so we have to take this first number M, and we have to take the identity matrix, that is M by M order. Now to carry out the elementary row operation, pre-multiply the given matrix A by this E. So we have to take this elementary row operator, then we have to pre-multiply A by E in case of row operation. So we can illustrate this process. So here we can interchange any two rows. So suppose we want to interchange second and third row of A. So second and third row of A, that means we have to interchange this. So second row is 3 2 and third row is 4 6. So we have to interchange it. What we have to do, we have to take the identity matrix. So here the matrix A is of 3 by 2 size. So if it is M by N, then we have to take identity matrix of M by N. So it is M by M, so we have taken this identity matrix of M by M, that is I3. So we have taken this matrix. Now we interchange the second and third row of the identity matrix I3. So we have taken the matrix E, that is interchange of R2 and R3. So we interchange R2 and R3. So we get this matrix, that is matrix E. So now E is the elementary row operator. Now if we want to change the second and third row, interchange the second and third row of matrix A, that is R2 interchange R3, then we have to pre-multiply A by this elementary row operator E. So after multiplication of this matrix by E, we'll get the required result. As you can see, if we multiply, so here we can see that after multiplication we get 0 1, that is the same, and that was the second row, which is now third, and third row is now second. So these have interchanged. So in this way, what we are doing, we have to take an elementary matrix, and for that we have to choose identity matrix of order M by M, and then we will interchange the rows, and then we will multiply by this matrix to the matrix A. to get the required results. So in this way we can find the required result, that is R2 interchange R3 in the matrix A. Now what we do when we multiply a row by a number, suppose we want to multiply each element in the second row of matrix A by 7. So where A is any matrix 2 by 3. So if it is 2 by 3 matrix, then to create elementary row operator E, so we need to find this elementary row operator E. We multiply each element in the second row of the identity matrix I2 by 7. So here the matrix is 2 by 3 size. Matrix A is of 2 by 3 size. So we have to take identity matrix of 2 by 2. So that is I2. Now what we have to do? We have to multiply the second row by 7 to get the required result. So we get this E, that is operator E. So that is 1007. Now since we are applying on row operation, so we have to pre-multiply. So to multiply each element in second row of matrix A by 7, we pre-multiply A by E. So R2 is now 7 R2. For this we pre-multiply matrix A by E, and then we get the required result. As you can see, after multiplication by E, we get it is 0 to 1, that is the same as we have first row in A. And if we check the second row, it is multiplied by 7 times. So if it is multiplied by 7 times, we get this. So it is 21, then multiply 5 by 7, 35, multiply by 2, it is 40. So in that way it works. That means in case of row, you have to pre-multiply by E, and then we can get the required result. And generally we do it directly. Okay. So another, we have multiply a row and add it to another row. That is the third elementary transformation. So let A be a matrix of 2 by 2 size. Suppose we want to multiply each element in first row of A by 3. So we have to multiply by 3, and we want to add that result to the second row of A. So first we'll multiply by 3 and then we'll add to second row. That means corresponding elements will be added to second row. For this operation, creating the elementary row operator is in two-step process. So first we multiply each element in the first row of the identity matrix I2. We have to take I2 since matrix A is of 2 by 2 size. So we'll take I2 and then multiply by 3. So we multiply by 3, we get this, and then we'll add to the result to the second row I2. So in that way we can get this, that is 1031. So then to multiply each element in the first row of A by 3 and add that result to the second row, that is we pre-multiply A by E. So now here we can get, here we have the elementary row operator, and then to get the result R2 is R2 plus 3R1. We pre-multiply by this operator to the matrix A, and after multiplication we get R2 as R2 plus 3R1. As you can see from here we have R1 which is same, and R2 is R2 plus 3R1. So we can see here R2 plus 3R1, so it is 11, R2 plus 3R1, so 2 plus 3, it is 5. So similarly we can do it in columns also. So performing elementary column operations. So to perform elementary column operation A, which is a matrix of order m by n. So we have to remember these steps. To find E, that is elementary column operator, apply the operation to n by n identity matrix. So we have to remember, in case of A is m by n matrix, and if we have to apply any row operation, we have to take identity matrix m by n, that is Im. And in case of column operation, we have to take the identity matrix as In if order of A is m by n. Now to carry out the elementary column operation, in column operation we have to post multiply A by E. So that is the difference. While applying elementary row operation, we have to pre-multiply A by E, and in case of column operation, we have to post multiply A by E. So let's work through an elementary column operation to illustrate the process. Suppose we want to interchange the first and second column of A, where A is 3 by 2 matrix. So we are interchanging first and second column. To create elementary column operator E, we interchange first and second column of the identity matrix. So here we have taken the identity matrix I2. Now we have interchanged the column. So interchanging the column, we get this. We get this elementary operator. Now to interchange C1, interchange C2. What we have to do, we have to take the matrix A and then post multiply it by this elementary operator E. And let us see whether we get the required result or not. So here we can see, after multiplication, we get C1 interchange C2. So from here, we can see that interchange C1, interchange C2. Now first column is now second column and second column is now first column. So it is C1 interchange C2. So we have to remember that in case of row operation, if A is m by n, we have to take identity matrix Im, and then we have to find the operator E and pre-multiply to perform that operation. And in case of column operation, we have to post multiply by E. So here we have the summary. The process for performing an elementary column operation of m by n matrix is very much similar to the process of performing elementary row operation. The main differences are: to operate m by n matrix A, the row operation E is created from m by m matrix, identity matrix. So it will be Im. Whereas the column operator E is created from n by n identity matrix. So in case of column, we will take In, where A is m by n. Okay. So to perform a row operation, A is pre-multiplied by E, whereas to perform a column operation, A is post-multiplied by E. Now the inverse of a matrix. So these are three elementary operation: interchange of any two rows and columns, multiplying by any number to any row or column, and then Ri is Ri plus Krj. Now the inverse of a matrix, let A be a square matrix of order n. The matrix A is said to be inversible if there exists a square matrix B of same order, that is n, such that AB is equal to BA, that is identity matrix of order n. So if AB is equal to BA is equal to identity matrix of order n, then matrix B is called inverse of A, and it is denoted as A inverse. And such matrix B is unique. So inverse is always unique. So it is clear that B is the inverse of A, then A is inverse of B. So existence of the inverse is The necessary and sufficient condition for a square matrix A to possess the inverse is that determinant A should not be equal to 0. So that is the first condition. If it is not equal to 0, then we can find the inverse. For example, here we take an example. A is equal to 2 0 minus 1 3 1 2 minus 1 0 1, and let B is equal to A inverse, that is 1 minus 5 1 0 1 0 1 7 2. So B is A inverse and A is this, then AB should be A into A inverse, that is identity matrix of order 3. So if we multiply and we get the identity matrix of same order, then we can see this matrix is the inverse of this matrix. So A inverse is this and matrix A is this. So this is the condition that AB should be equal to identity matrix, then B is called inverse of A and A is called inverse of B. So here we have Gauss-Jordan method. The main procedure is, now you know the Gauss-Jordan method, any student?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
just a minute. We are coming to Gauss-Jordan method. It is very important method and very easy method to find the, now is PPT is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so write down the matrix A, that is step number 1, and on its right write an identity matrix of the same size. So if A is the given matrix, suppose A is the given matrix, we write the identity matrix of the same size, same order with, and it is known as augmented matrix. Okay, so we can do the partition. So that is the first step. Write down the matrix A and write identity matrix side by side. Now step 2, perform elementary row operation on the left hand side matrix. So we have to perform elementary row operation on this matrix A so as to transform it into the identity matrix. So we have to apply the elementary row operation of this matrix A such that it reduces to I. Now same operations are performed on the right hand side matrix. So whatever the operation we apply to this matrix A, we have to apply these operation on this I also, identity matrix. So when the matrix on the left becomes identity matrix, so whenever this will reduce to I, the matrix I will give A inverse. That is the method. So what is the method? We have to write the matrix A and I side by side, both are of same side, same order, and then we have to perform elementary row operation on matrix A on the left hand side such that it reduces to identity matrix. So as soon as we get identity matrix on left hand side, we get the right hand side as inverse matrix. So here we have the method, find the inverse of matrix A. So there is no need to find the adjoint matrix and all that procedure. So we have this matrix, it is of size 3 by 3. Okay, so its order is 3 by 3. Now we want to find the A inverse. So what we have to do, you have to write matrix A and matrix I side by side. So this type of matrix is called augmented matrix. So augmented matrix is A and I3. Now this matrix is left hand side matrix A and this matrix is right hand side matrix identity. Now what we have to do, we have to perform the same elementary operation, row operation on both the matrix simultaneously, such that this matrix A reduces to I. That is identity matrix. So here we can see that first element is 1, then element 2 1 is 1, element 3 1 is 2. So to reduce it to identity matrix, we can make here 0, that is element 2 1 should be 0, element 3 1 should be equal to 0, right? So this is the first step. So first we'll make these elements 0, and we have to think the elementary row operation such that these elements become 0. So what we can do, we can apply R2 as R2 minus R1. So we see from here R2 minus R1 will give us 0 at 2 1 position, and if we want 0 at 3 1 position, we can apply R2 minus R3 minus 2 R1. So we are applying R2 minus R1 and R3 minus 2 R1, and these operation will be applied on both the matrices. That means we'll apply on augmented matrix. So applying these operations, we get 0 and 0 at 2 1 and 3 1 position. So we get this an equivalent matrix. So here we apply the operation R2 minus R1. So here we get minus 1, R3 minus 2 R1. So here we get 3. So we get this augmented matrix, that is equivalent augmented matrix. Now again we have to make it identity matrix I3. So again we can see that this element should be equal to 1. So first step is we can write this way: first make this element 1, then these two elements 0. That is the process, or you can remember the step: first make this element 1. If it is not 1, then make 2 0 below this element, then make this element 1. So now we're making this element 1. So what we have done, we have made this element 1. So we have taken R2 as R2 minus R1, R3 is R3 minus R2. Now we applying this element to make 1. R2 is R2 multiplied by minus 1. So R2 is R2 multiplied by minus 1. So these are 1. And also we are applying R3 is R3 plus 3 R2. So we apply R3 is R3 plus 3 R2. Here we apply R3 is R3 plus 3 R2. So we get 0 here. So we are getting 0 here, and also we are applying R2 is R2 multiplied by minus 1. So here we get this. So now we obtained this sequence. That first step is what we have done: 1, then make these 0. Then in next step we have make this 1 and then make this 0. Now what should be the next step to make the identity matrix? We should make here 0. So that should be the next step. So here we have to make 0. Now we consider it is 1 0 0 3 1 0. So here we have to make 0. So what should be done? So here we have 1. Now R2 is R2, sorry, it is R3. I think it is R3. So we have applied R3 is R3 multiplied by minus 1 by 11. So here we make this as 1. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. So here first we have made this one, and then in the next step what we have done, R2 is R2 minus R3. So we apply R2 minus R3, we get this 0. So we get this 0. Now in the next step, and the same elementary row operation are performed on this right hand side of identity matrix. So here it is 0. Again, what we have to do now, we have to make this 3 0. Now to make this 0, this we have to make 0. So we are performing the operation. R1 is R1 minus 3 R2. So we apply R1 is R1 minus 3 R2. We get this 0. So now it reduced to almost as identity matrix. The 6 is remaining here. Now to remove 6, what we have to do, we can apply this operation R1 minus 6 R3. So R1 is R1 minus 6 R3. So here we get the identity matrix. So best is we have to make the identity matrix like here 1, then 0, then we have to make this, then we should make here 0, then make this, then we have to make these 0. So that should be the order. Sometimes we may change this order, and anyhow we have to make this identity matrix I3. So as soon as this matrix A is reduced to I3, on the right hand side we get the matrix A inverse. So it depends on the elementary row operations. The row operation which makes the matrix A to I3, if we apply the same operation or same series of elementary row operation to I3, it will give A inverse. So that is the property of elementary row operation. So here we get the A inverse. So we can take another example and then we can do some questions. Find inverse of matrix A 2 1 5 3. So what we have to do, we have to write matrix A and I side by side. So we have taken this. Okay, so matrix A order is 2 by 2, so we have to take identity matrix of order 2. Now what we have to do, we have to make first element 1. To make this first element 1, that is this element, we have to make 1. So we have applied the elementary row operation. R2 is R2 by 2, so we get this. Now we have to make 0 below this element, so we apply the elementary row operation. R2 is R2 minus R1, so we apply R2 minus R1, we get this. Now what we should make, then we have to make here 1. To make here 1, we can multiply second row by 2. So here we apply the operation. So we get 1 here, and the next step is here we have to make 0. So first make this, then this, and then we have to make this. So applying R1 is R1 minus 5 by 2 R2, we get this identity matrix, and when we get this identity matrix, at the same time we get here A inverse. So we can also check A inverse. If matrix A is given, then A into A inverse is always equal to identity matrix of same order, that is 2. So we can always check the matrix. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. I can revise this method, that is called Gauss-Jordan method. To get the inverse of any given matrix A, we write the matrix A and I side by side. Order should be the same. Then we have to perform elementary row operations only. So you remember that in Gauss-Jordan method, we can perform only elementary row operation. We cannot use elementary column operation. So we have to use only elementary row operation. So same operation will be applied on both A and I. As soon as this A will reduce to I will give A inverse. That is the method. And the order should be, first we'll make 1 element as 1. Then below this we have to make 0. Then we should make 2 element 1. Then above and below this element we have to make 0. Then we have to make 3 element as 1, and then we have to make these 0. So that should be the order. So as soon as we get this A matrix as identity matrix, on the right hand side we get the inverse matrix. So if you have any doubt, you can ask right now. Otherwise, we can take some more questions. Any student have any doubt? Yes. Okay. So we take some question.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So is the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can take one question. Question number 1. That is, find the inverse. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So matrix A is taken as 0, 1, 3. Then 1 to 1. And after that 2, 3, 1. Now we have to find the inverse of this matrix. So what we can do? We have to do it by Gauss-Jordan method. So by Gauss-Jordan method, we write matrix A and I side by side. So matrix A and I3 side by side. So we can write this matrix as 0, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and then we can write the identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, is there any doubt?
Yes, no, sir.
Now we have to reduce this matrix A to identity matrix. As soon as this matrix A will reduce to identity matrix, on the right hand side we get the inverse. Now what elementary operation should be applied? Please remember that we have to apply only elementary operation.
Sir, change the rows. Row 1, arrow 3.
Yes, sir. We can flip both the rows.
Sir, we
We
can
can
add.
interchange the rows. We have, well, here we can write what we have to do. So here we can take, first make this element 1. Okay, is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
First
sir.
make this element, so this 0 should be 1 and we have to apply elementary operation. So what we can do, R1 interchange R2. Okay, now we'll get an equivalent matrix. So here we get 1, 2, 3, then it is 0, 1, 0. So what we have done, we have interchange onward, interchange R2. So now we'll write R1. So it is 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 0. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So our first step is make 1, 1 element 1. Then we have to make zeros below this one. So now we have to make these two 0. Okay. So what should be done? We have to apply only elementary row operation. So R3 is R3 minus 3R1. So again we can apply R3 is R3 minus 3R1. So R3 will change, rest will remain the same. Now R3 is R3 minus 3 R1. So it will be 0. R3 minus 3 R1. So what should be here? At this one,
Minus
R3
5.
minus, so it is minus 5. And here?
Minus 8.
Minus 8. Okay. Now here R3 minus 3 R1, it is 0. R3 minus 3 R1, so minus 3. R3 minus 3 R1, so it is 1. So okay.
Yes, sir.
Now again we have to make this 1. So here already we have 1. Now we have to make these 0. So now we have to apply such that these two become 0. So what should be done?
Sir, R1 changes minus 2 R2.
Now here we have used R1 only. Here we use R2 only. Remember, please remember, these are the steps. If you remember, you will get the inverse in minimum steps. Use R2 only. So here R1 can be written as R1 minus 2R2. R3 can be written as R3 plus 5R2.
Fine.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we get here so 1, if we R1 minus 2 R2 we get 0. Here R1 minus 2 R2. So here we get -1. Then R1 minus 2 R2, that is -2. R1 minus 2 R2, that is 1. Here we get R1 minus
0.
2 R2 0. Okay. Now R2 will remain the same because we are applying all the operation on R2. And here we get R3 is R3 plus 5 R2. So it will remain 0. It will become 0. R3 plus 5 R2. So here we get 2. R3 plus 5 R2. So we'll get here 5. Now again here R3 plus 5 R2. So it will remain -3. R3 plus 5 R2. It will remain 1. Okay. So we're getting now what we can do, again we have to apply the operations. So next operation will be that we have to apply or make this element 1. Okay, so we make this element 1. So we have to apply the operation. R3 is
R3 by 2.
R3 by 2. So R3 will be R3 by 2. So we'll get this now. So now we can do this here. So we'll get an equivalent matrix. We get 1, 0, -1. Then we get 0, 1, 2. This is the partition. -2, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Now R3 is R3 by 2. So we'll divide the whole R3 by 2. So it will be 1. It will be 5 by 2. It will be
-3 by 2.
-3 by 2. And it will be 1 by 2. Now the last step is here we have to make these two 0. Okay. To make these two 0, we have to use only R3. So we'll apply R1 is R1 plus R3 and R2 is R2 minus
2
2R2.
or 3.
So we have to use R3 only. In that way, we'll get this 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, and here whatever we get after the operation, we'll get the A inverse. Okay. So here we get the A inverse. We apply the A inverse. You can give the answer here. So answer will be, we want to write the answer. So answer will be, it is -1 by 2. Sorry, it is +1 by 2. Then it is -1 by 2. Then it is 1 by 2. then it is -4, then 3, -1, and it will remain the same 5/2 -3/2 and 1/2. So that is the A inverse. So that is the answer. Okay. So in that way, if you remember the sequence, then you can find the A inverse. Okay. So I'm taking the attendance. So is it okay? Can you find the inverse now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
just
sir.
have to remember the sequence. You have to write the same size of identity matrix side by side, and then you have to apply the elementary row operation such that A reduces to I. Okay. So Nandini, I'm taking the attendance, please. Nandini, please unmute your mic if you are present and then say, okay. Vanshveer Singh,
Yes, sir. Sir, this is Shadin Shankar, sir.
okay.
So Vanshvi present.
Vanshveer present, okay. Samaksh Mittal, Samaksh Mittal, are you present? Nikhil Singh, Nikhil, are you present? Nikhil, Nikhil, are you present? Tushar Jain,
Sir.
Tushar, are you present? Hemant Bhatia,
Sir.
okay. Your voice is not clear. Most of the students
Yes.
are not replying. Hemant, you are
Yes.
okay. Tushar, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tushar.
Tushar, okay. Nikhil Singh, are you there? Samaksh Mittal, are you there? Nandini Maheshwari, are you there? Okay. Sajan Shankar TK,
Sir, I am present, sir. Challenge Shankar,
O-
okay.
okay. Who is there? Next is
Please.
Nikita Sharma,
Present, sir.
okay. Nibir,
Present, sir. Nibir.
okay. Ayush Sharma, Ayush, are you there? Ispraha Kumawat, are you there?
Yes, sir. Present.
Hiren Sahni, are you there?
Sir.
Hiren Sahni, Pranav Marwaha, Faraj Hassan, Divyanshi,
Present, sir.
okay. Vidhi Chadda,
Present, sir.
Hardik Anand, Hardik Anand, Lakshika Bhagat,
Present, sir.
Ojas Singh,
Present, sir.
Rakshit Malik, Vedant,
Sir, present.
okay. Prabal, Lakshya Arora,
Present, sir.
Sir, did you say Prajwal?
no.
Okay, I thought you said
Tanupriya Pathak, Tanupriya Pathak, okay. Ojasvi, okay. Miss Rama, RMA, next is Sameer Chaudhary, then Yash Kapoor,
Sir, present. Yash Kapoor.
okay. Kushagra Jain, then Sudhanshu,
Present, sir.
Sarthak,
Sir Sudhanshu, present.
okay. Sarthak Gupta,
Present, sir.
R. Shreyas, Pranav Verma, Lakshajit Thapa,
Sir, Pranav Verma present, sir. Actually, वो बोल ही रहा था.
okay. Lakshajit Thapa, Achal Shankar Gupta, Aman Goyal, Mohit Rohila, Vanshika Jain,
Present, sir.
okay. Gauri Dhingra,
Present, sir. Present.
Sudiksha Sharma, Aditya Kumar, Prajwal Goswami,
present, sir, present.
okay. Shantanu Raj Chaudhary, Naman Kataria,
Present, sir. Naman Kataria.
okay. Pragati Mehra, Aryaman Anand, Parth Bansal,
Present, sir.
okay. Bhavya Singh, Tapar Bhatnagar, Atiq Ahmed Kababi, Ansh Srivastav, Naima Sultan, Sara Javed, yes,
Present, sir.
okay. Akshita Kaushik, Ujjwal Chaudhary, Dhruv Aswal,
Sir, present.
okay. Vaibhav Madan, Chandan
Present, sir.
Kumar, okay. Vaibhav, okay.
Sir.
Chandan,
Present.
Present, sir. Chandan. Present, sir.
Jitesh Pratap Singh,
Present, sir.
okay.
Present, sir. Jitesh.
So is there anyone else whose attendance is not marked? Is there anyone else whose attendance is not marked? Okay.
Your attendance was not marked in Amazon.
What's your name?
Rama.
Yeah, Rama. Yesterday attendance will be marked today. Is there any other issue? Otherwise we can leave the class.
Sir, my
There is no
attendance was also not marked.
What's your name?
Ojas Singh.
Ojas Singh. Of today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday I have not marked of any of the student. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Now
sir.
you can leave the class.